More energy weapons hit this caravan. The place has been picked clean. This is Brotherhood-level murder here. But they don't do things like that. This was done with a purpose. Let's poke around a bit, see what we can find. Might be something in the wreckage. What's that? Looks like a map. Got the route along the west of Vegas, and they've marked another spot. Over here along this stretch. That's fucked up. Middle of nowhere. Yeah, something's wrong. I can feel it. It's not any closer than the first. So if you'd rather let be, let me know. All right then, let's move out. Oh, you look like you got something else to say besides ordering me around.
Anything new happening?
Careful if we go off the road.
Prima's a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
Howdy. Name's Bob, but folks around here call me Klamath Bob. What can I do you for? Yeah, good old Klamath. Not a bad place if you like hunting, eating, and skinning geckos all day. It's a pretty dull place, but I hear there was a bit of excitement when this tribal from Arroyo came to town years back. All before my time, though. I might have some answers for you. What did you want to know? Well, things aren't great here, but I've seen a lot worse. We've got the fiends to the south of us, and that ain't good. The scorpions hang out at the Monte Carlo when they aren't slinging chems or getting their heads blown off by the fiends. Probably the best thing we've got going on is the co-op, run by Mr. Etienne. Get some help from the followers of the apocalypse, I think. Not so much lately. The NCR is giving them hell anytime they poke their damn heads out. Bless those boys and gals for getting rid of that vermin. I feel pity for any man or woman that gets addicted to chems, but when they prey on decent folk, well, then it's time to put them down. Not much to tell. Typical gang of dumb bullies and angry nobodies. They're holed up a bit south of here, in the Monte Carlo suites. They think they're tough, but anytime they tangle with the fiends, they get torn right up. Food from the people and for the people. Anyone can buy, but the profits are shared by the folks who make the produce. Locals got these little gardens that do real well. Gosh darn well, truth be told. Etienne got some help from that Anderson kid, I think. Anyway, we don't gotta rely on merchants so much. And it means the troopers can use all the food they make over on the east side. Works out nice. What else did you want to chat about? Oh, yeah, that's mean son of a bitch. I know the name sounds bad, but he likes it. He's one nasty old coot. Far as I can tell, he's one of them original super mutants. What came from the boneyard. Wandered about after that master fellow died. Eventually got caught somewhere around the hub back in NCR. Boy, they sure treated him mean down there. Cut him up so bad he can't talk no more. I tried to buy him just so they'd stop hurting him, but they didn't want any of it. Turns out some of them night kids, whatever you call those sneaky super mutant types, got in and busted him out. I guess somebody named Tabitha led the bunch that freed him. Don't know much more than that. He just showed up here one day. Couldn't really talk, but he remembered me all right. Ever since then, he's just been, well, hanging around, I guess. Does odd jobs for folks and smashes the bad guys when they come poking around. Some folks steer clear of him for sure, but you don't seem to mind. What else did you... I run the liquor store on West Side. With things this rough, some folks need a lot of booze just to step out of the door in the morning. After I close up shop, I walk around and help keep the peace. Not that I'm good with a gun, mind you, but someone's gotta do it, you know? Sure. All right, then. Hopefully I've got something to wet your whistle. Okay, then.
Oh, hello. I deliver things and stuff for the people here. They give me caps to do. Bye.
Hey there.
Hi. Maszo Fabish. My pleasure is unknown. Goodbye. Hi again. Ha ha ha! I wash my bone with Sippy. I have Pogo. Beeps a rope. Goodbye. Hi again. Goodbye.
Howdy. You don't strike me as someone down on their luck. What brings you to Westside? I help tend the crops, stand watch for fiends, and generally help keep things civilized. Couple of years now. I was a trader for a while, but got tired of all the walking. Westside was a good place to settle down as any. Uh-huh.
If you're down on your luck and need some caps, I buy just about anything. Of course, I've also got plenty of things for sale, too. My grandfather opened up this shop. Took over from him when the fiends killed him. Of course. Give me a shout if you need anything else. Until next time.
Howdy.
Hi there. Welcome to the Westside Co-op. I'm Clayton Etienne. Let me know if you have any questions. It might not look like much, but it's what keeps us Westside locals independent. We started it a few years ago. I admit we had a lot of trouble at first, but eventually we got some help from Tom Anderson with the followers. We're finally to the point where the co-op members can start making money from sales instead of just breaking even. Well, I've lived in Nevada all my life. Started out in New Reno, but headed down here as soon as I got the chance. If you can believe it, things are even worse back home. The whole city's still run by crime families. Used to be the Mordinos and Wrights. Now it's the Wrights and Van Graffs. Seems like things never got better. Anyway, that's all behind me now. All right. See you later. Why are you talking to me, man? I'm trying to relax here. Got it? Me and Dermot work salvage around New Vegas. What do you even mean? He's Dermot. Dermot knows how to work salvage better than any man I ever met. Doesn't go asking questions all day, neither. I don't know a thing about no missing refugees from that Aerotech camp. Go cry to somebody else. Yeah, well, I must have heard rumors, and, Fuck you, you got nothing on me and Dermot. We gotta go through this again? What's it about this time? Fuck off.
I got nothing you need. If it's ass you're looking for, talk to Pretty Sarah. Me and my partner St. James work salvage around Westside, that's all. Because it's his name. He may be high-strung, but he's all right. Hauls his half a scrap, which is all I need. Yeah, beat it. Welcome to Casa Madrid, cheapest, cleanest whores in all New Vegas. If you want to know the rates for poon, talk to the whores. Yep, for years now. Guess I should be calling it Casa Marco or something. But I haven't changed the signs. Folks who can't pay their way onto the strip need a place to stay too. And when Pretty Sarah set her whores up here, the Casa went full service. Like who? Roughneck prospector's all I hear. Good at what he does. Been renting a room here for a year or so. Nothing special. Guy's unstable, but he pays his rent and Sweetie seems to like him all right. Catch you later, then.
Welcome to the Casa Madrid. If you got an itch needs scratching, you came to the right place. Just watch how you treat the merchandise. I look after the only reasons anyone would want to spend any time here. I'm a pimp. All Marco does is collect rent and take a small cut of my action. He sure as hell doesn't clean the rooms. 3 flavors to choose from: Sweetie, Maud, and Jimmy. Sweetie's the house favorite, for reasons that should be obvious. Maud is what you might call the discount rack. She's what a customer wears if he doesn't have the caps to afford Sweetie, or just likes them old. Jimmy's more of a specialist. I only hear good things. Most of my body is scarred all over, like a ghoul. Nobody around who'd want to screw that. No, I just run things. We don't talk about that. Next topic. You know where to find me.
Tom Anderson, can I help you? I'm with the followers of the apocalypse, and I help the locals in Westside grow crops. Unlike the NCR, the followers don't expect anything back. The soil and the hot, dry environment don't make it easy. But we get by all right. We've even got our own food store, the West Side Co-op, complete with basic refrigeration. The co-op is comprised of West Side locals and run by Clayton and Tanine. They produce all of their own food and share the profits of the co-op. I don't go looking for fights with them, but they don't have the best interests of people in mind. Certainly not locals. The bottom line for NCR is productivity and growth. Politicians back in Shady Sands are completely detached from the people actually living here. Take care.
Hello.
Hello, stranger. You looking for a good time? Old but spry, honey. So long as my back don't give out, I can make a living lying on it. May not be as fresh as Sweetie or Jimmy, but pretty Sarah keeps me around for a good reason. Experience. That's right. Strange at first, having a woman for a pimp, but she's tough enough to handle any trouble so far. She's a good earner. Of course, she don't care who she sleeps with or what they do to her. I suppose he's okay for one of those. I suppose Pretty Sarah's got to cover every sort of customer. Those boys been living here a while now. They sell salvage and do all right. I never been with either of them. That St. James is all over Sweetie every time he rustles up the caps to afford her. She says he's peculiar, but who isn't? You know where to find me, honey.
Hey.
Hey, baby, what say you and me get acquainted? I'm called Sweetie because I'm the sweetest piece you'll ever find anywhere outside of the Strip. I bring in the customers, and she makes sure no one gets rough. Sarah's good people. Good enough, anyway. I got my start at the Gomorrah. Good money, but I saw how those Omertas hook girls on free jet or MedX, then start charging. Slavery through a needle is what that is. I earn less out here, but I keep more. Sure do. St. James is my #1 customer. He's a prospector who pays Marco to stay here at the Casa week to week. I don't know why his friend Dermot chose to stay here. He's never been with me or nobody else. But St. James likes having me close at hand. A client's got a right to privacy, so it'll cost 200 caps for me to tell you all about it. Funny how I make caps every time I open my mouth. St. James has problems, that's for sure. Never wants me to say a thing or for me to move around either. Lately, he brings a teddy bear with him and props it on the bed like it's watching us. It's creepy as hell. Not the worst I ever been with, but more a pervert than most. I do have his spare key, but I'm not sure if he'd like it if I let you in there. St. James can be a little crazy sometimes. Oh, don't you dare play that game with me. Fine. Here's the key since it's so important to you. You know you'll be back.
Hello.
Hey, mister, looking to relax? Looks like you carry a lot of tension in your shoulders. And upper thighs. Half a year or so. The Casa's a dump and Marco's a pig, but Pretty Sarah makes sure I don't get hassled. I don't get as many customers as Sweetie or Maud, but the customers I do get always come back. She's an honest woman, splits the earnings fair and keeps Sweetie and Maud in line. Minds her own business, too. She knows what it's like for people to go through things they'd rather not talk about. Baby, who I am doesn't matter. I'll be anybody you need me to be. It's better that way, you'll see. See you.
Bye.
Hello.
You can just talk to the whores, you know. You and me, we don't need to talk unless there's trouble.
Holding my breath.
What do you need this time? What do you need this time?
Yeah? What is it? Good man. He's one of the followers of the apocalypse. He's the one who taught people around here how to start growing crops. West Side wouldn't be what it is without Anderson helping us out. So I cut him a deal on his rent. Ain't so pretty, is she? Not since she had a run-in with those fiends over near McCarran. This fiend named Cook, on account of the flamethrower he wears, he had his way with Sarah. Every way it can be done. Then he starts frying her up for kicks. Guess it was how he signed his work. Oh my. Sometimes you can afford the creamy veal of a sweetie, and sometimes you got just enough caps to buy a tough piece of jerky. Him? Caesar's Legion taught him everything he knows. I bet there's a pound of sand ground into his palms and knees. Knowing Jimmy, I'm sure he took good care of him. I'm surprised he ran away. All right, then.
What do you need this time? I'll take a look, but you better have a good reason for asking me to violate his privacy. What? Those bastards. Selling folks off to the fiends? Selling children to Cook? I've seen enough. They're done for, both of them. You know where to find me.
We gotta go through this again? What's it about this time? That's private. I don't go asking about how you like to get laid, and I don't want to know. Enough of that.
I said fuck off.
We gotta go through this again? What's it about this time? What are you doing stealing my stuff? That ain't even mine. I mean, it's mine, but it's private. Give it back. Hell, don't give it back. I don't care. Just found it when we was working salvage and thought I'd save it to give to some kid if one came by.
I said fuck off. You're right about that. St. James, got a thief here. Thanks a lot. I'm out Dermot and St. James's rent, and they paid regular. And once they get to stinking, I'll have to clean up the mess, too. Catch you later, then.
It's good you told me about Dermot and St. James. It was killing that needed doing. You think you see the worst of what people can do to each other, and then there's always something else to top it.
Always knew there was something wrong with Dermot and St. James. Neither one ever got busy between my legs.
That situation with Dermot and St. James must have been stressful. Looking to relax.
Dermot being dead I don't care about, but St. James was regular income. Maybe you could throw some business my way. You know you'll be back.
Stay underground.
I'd remember if I had seen you here before. I'm sure of it. What do you want? The clamor of our bloodthirsty crowds reaches every corner of the wasteland. But I'll pretend that your ignorance doesn't offend me, stranger. This is the Thorn. Here's where the strong make a name for themselves, and the weak are fed to the jaws of hell. You can bet on the contenders. Or, if you have what it takes, be one of the contenders. Be warned. The Thorn demands respect. Break the rules, or offend me in any way, and I'll gut you open for all to see. What do you want to know? The rules are simple. My creatures fight for our pleasure. You can bet on a contender and earn double if you choose the victor. But you can get a bigger share if you risk your skin in the Thorn. Win a fight, and I'll give you a meaty cut of the earnings. I won't tolerate anyone that interferes with the fights. Offend me, and your blood will be the next to spill. Other than that, anything goes. My creatures are expensive to find, expensive to raise, and expensive to maintain. If your pleasure is to see them bleed at your will, I'll oblige only after my costs are covered, stranger. Those costs will change depending on your choice of fighters. Also, I'll only allow fair fights in the Thorn. I'll help you set up good matches. You pay, you bet, and I bring you the most delightful spectacle on this world. Are we clear? I'm listening. Ask and you might get an answer. New Vegas has many faces, stranger. Despite everything, it shall never be whole. When the land hunts you, when fighting for survival is the norm, your neighbors become either saviors or enemies. West Side is a part of New Vegas, just as much as it's a part of the wasteland. In the end, stranger, we need them both to continue making our fate. Westside attracts all sorts of travelers, including merchants and farmers. They come here to exchange their goods or to seek protection. Our community provides enough food, clothes, weapons, and medicine to encourage trade and to arm our defenses. The Thorn demonstrates, beyond anything else, that we're self-sufficient. Our desert blood has overcome even the strongest beasts of the wasteland. Westside is a... What's on your mind? The Thorn is my master, not the other way around. I live to make our kin able to transcend their limitations. Our land is harsh and hostile. Our lives are cheap and fragile. Death is our assured fate, striking when least we expect it. The Thorn awakens us to the truth. Here we escape from our bonds and choose the moment of death against the will of destiny. The land does not care about petty squabbles among lesser men. I don't care about that either. In the end, the people of New Vegas will continue to live and die here. It matters not who their self-appointed master is. Bold, as it pleases the Thorn and me. But it does take more than that to earn my admiration. You speak like a hunter, yet only actions prove one's worth. The Thorn requires a tribute of blood, and so do I. Think you have what it takes? All right. Prove your worth, and I'll reward your service. The Thorn needs newborn specimens that will one day grow to honor us with their blood. Bring me a dozen giant mantises' eggs. If you accomplish this, I might gift you with greater tasks in the future. You'll find egg-carrying mantises in the wasteland, but a wise hunter would search at a mantis's breeding ground, like the nearby ruins of Vault 22. You've got yourself a deal. So long, stranger. Welcome back, stranger. So long, stranger.
Don't need this right now. Let's see what you got.
Down your weapons and submit to authority.
Let's see what you got. Anything moves, it's gonna get it.